A queen is not just a philanthropist. She is not just the partner to the king. She is a master of discernment, which supports her philanthropy in action. You are here, beloved, to receive guidance, and really it is to be affirmed in your queendom approach to your life. This transmission, if you stay until the end here, is going to uplift you onto your throne as the queen you uniquely are, according to your unique astrological codes, aka your personal brand, aka your signature style, the way in which you are meant to rule your kingdom as the queen that you are. So, I was getting such a strong message here that, you know, there's some boundaries that are very, very necessary here as it pertains to all areas of your life. And that this is the way in which a queen operates, manages her kingdom, and advises the king. So your inner feminine wants to advise your inner masculine in order to take action here on the matters of your life. And here we're especially getting into your personal relationships and any contractual agreements. And you're going to find that your unique queen approach here in your 7th house, in your 8th house, in your Venus sign and placement, the archetype housing these areas of your astrology is going to show you that, as well as your 11th house. And that's because it pertains to your relationships. All of these houses and the character archetype symbol really of Venus pertains to your relationships. And you might have, been hearing some, what I would say is really generic feminine advice on how to remain on your throne as the queen that you are, ruling your love life, ruling your connections, and professional endeavors and career and business and all of that. And you might resonate with some of it, but the way in which you apply it is going to be very uniquely synced to your personal celestial information codes. All right. There's no one size fits all when it comes to how to express your feminine power. So, not only are you being supported by your personal astrology, and particularly these placements that I've mentioned, but you are also being supported by the collective astrology that is currently and upcomingly, if that's a word, all right, occurring. Jupiter and Venus are aligning in Cancer. Whatever house or area, especially if it's in any of those houses that I've mentioned, or if you have your Venus, you know, in that sign, then you certainly need to tap in with your inner feminine, your queen energy here, and feminine power, which is again unique to you. And you may have to discern and ignore a lot of people, the advice, the opinions I'm hearing here. Yeah. I'm not usually starting with these cards, but I felt it so strongly today to start with them. So I have unlimited potential and claim my purpose. All I need is within me. That's very queen-like energy and an expression and an approach here. All you need is within you. You may have to quiet the noise, as I spoke about in a prior Venus message, of even some of these feminine energy coaches. When it comes to your business, when it comes to your relationships, any sort of contractual agreements, even soul contract agreements in relationships, right? You may need to tap into here your inner compass, which to me, and it says it here, my inner compass knows the way, is totally linked here to the potential that is shown to you, is available to you as codes in your personal astrology. I'm strongly picking up 8th house energy here. So some of you may have some potent activity occurring because of the collective astrology and your personal astrology right now in your 8th house. All right, that's Plutonian vibes. That's all about power, personal power. All right. It's a water energy, so it is connected even to the feminine. It's connected to the heart. And you, what's coming through, have to be this philanthropist to yourself first, in order to, which is rooted in your heart space, right? Listening to what brings you pleasure, you emotional fulfillment. What you want to see and feel and experience from that which is occurring in your kingdom. Prior to you being a philanthropist to anyone or anything outside of you. I love myself completely and unconditionally. All right. So, you know, what was coming through quite strongly as well as it pertains to the astrology and this particular message of ignore everyone, prioritize loving you, your pleasure, your life, being fulfilled first, was that Chiron is moving into Taurus. And Chiron is known as the wounded healer, but really I like to call Chiron and its archetype here, and I talk about it in my astrology course. I call Chiron here the one who knows and is bold about their knowing in their actions. They are so rooted, anchored in their faith, in their conviction of what it is that they know to be true. And because when that energy touches here, the archetype of Taurus, and it stays there for a few years, by the way, Chiron, its transit is for a few years. And so this June, it moving into the archetype of Taurus is pointing toward this energy here. That your inner compass, your personal values, because Taurus is ruled by Venus, it's Venetian energy of values, personal values here. Personal pleasure, personally fulfilled and receiving. Because you have conviction, that Chiron energy, about your worth, Taurus energy here. I believe it's even happening on the same day that Venus conjuncts Jupiter in Cancer. This is very feminine power, feminine magnetism, but it is from ruling your life, leading your life, your own life here as the queen that you are, in the unique aspect, approach, concept that belongs to you. It's not because of what, some other woman said to you about her personal experience or her personal wisdom, knowledge. That's her signature style. That's her approach to her queendomness. You need, this is that Taurus energy here. Earth vibes are here to ground into your unique queendomhood, queendomness. I don't even know if that's a word. I trust this is making sense to you here, but I am of the earth and in harmony with nature. It's just very much giving this there's such a deliciousness. As I said that, this water sound happened behind me. It's like this juicy deliciousness that it resides within you and your personal codes, the information that God has divined and the universe, the ethers have stormed up about you, and using that to support you in anchoring, grounding, rooting here into this throne that is yours. It's got your name on it for your earthly human experience. I'm hearing it now too as like tapping into your unique astrological codes to unlock and activate your unique expression as the queen that you are, as the way in which you're meant to rule your life. It is going to, it's equal to, if you have a relationship with divine, it's equal to your relationship with God. It is going to reflect back to you, bring you back to actually your soul's voice, which is how you master your discernment. You must, I'm hearing, assess via your unique codes what it is and how it is that you will discern. You assess the who, right? Those relationships. And then you assess the how. That's the discernment. All through your own personal astrological codes. What is uniquely written in the stars for you? Okay? So, we'll move into, these tarot now. Some of you could be experiencing, you could feel, there's that Queen of Swords, the Queen who is discerning. You could feel like pulling away, or it's happening on its own because you're in your unique queen expression. You're on your throne. You've sat on that throne, and the people and the contractual agreements and that are not meant for you really here. They do not align to the energies that you need, right, in your relationships and in your contractual agreements and opportunities here. They don't align with those that are listed in your 7th house, your 8th house, your 11th house, and they've been falling away. Good. You've been making that happen, or consciously or unconsciously, on purpose or not on purpose. But it's been happening. You may have been wondering why that's the case. Some of you could resonate with not having very many friends anymore at this time because of this. I was listening to this woman who I consider to be very much so in her unique queendomness. She has embraced being on her unique throne as the queen that she is, ruling over her life. And her name's Jackie Aina. And I was listening to this interview that she was being interviewed by this other queen, Emma Grede, on Emma's podcast yesterday. And Jackie said something that stuck out the most to me from this interview. And she said, it's not you that changes when you up-level your life, you start that business, you get that deal, you do this, you do that, she said it's actually the people around you that change. It's not you that's changing. You're in the truth, and it's them that change because they actually didn't want you in your truth. It's like, I'm telling you, the energy right now is people, things, energies stepping away from you, falling back, that just are not aligned as it pertains to that which you uniquely need. That is listed, I'm telling you, in your 7th house, 8th house, 11th house. And maybe that's what has occurred for her, whether she's into following the astrology or not. but I really do believe that that is the case. And I can attest to that myself. The moment that I stepped fully into, or sat fully and comfortably on my throne as the queen that I am, ruling as divine as God has intended for me to, over my love life, over my friendships, over my contractual agreements and professional opportunities and endeavors, I tell you, people drop like flies. And you know what? I think actually, yeah, they changed, but like, it's their true colors. Not even true colors, I'm hearing it's their true capacity. Their capacity was revealed, which supported me in my discerning of who was actually aligned, what kind of person is actually aligned, actually meets, is in sync with the energy in my 7th house, in my 11th house, my personal relationships, my contractual agreements, even soul contract, like I said, that's 7th house, and 11th house, friendships, community, circles, and that's also professional relationships. And look, the 2 of Cups, partnership is here. We have the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck, Piscean energy. It's about a perspective shift. Disillusions, I'm hearing. Any sort of illusions have shifted, have revealed themselves to you, are revealing themselves to you for some of you. And it's allowing you to shift your perspective and your action, your decision making as the queen that you are. All right, yeah. You may have felt indecisive about this. You may feel it now. Should I continue this friendship? Should I not? Is that the right contract agreement for me? Is it not? Indecision here with the 2 of Swords, but it's all about, it's inside of you. 8 of Swords energy is like you're keeping yourself trapped from exercising your power as the queen that you are. You're the only one holding yourself back. It's in your head. Yep. Your inner masculine, as I said at the beginning of this, wants to hear from your inner feminine. Your inner king wants to hear from your inner queen. This is inner king energy, King of Cups, King of Hearts. The cups is connected to the heart. In order to know here how to act, all right? In order to discern how to act going forward. Yeah. And it's your inner feminine, Queen of Swords, that needs to intuit here. The Queen of Swords is very intuitive. Again, I'm getting that. You're intuiting here by connecting to and assessing internally. Inner compass. All you need is within you. Internally is where this blueprint of your celestial codes, your astrological codes live. They are the internal makeup of you. All right, so assessing that is going to allow you, support you in perhaps even the intuition advice that you have already received from yourself within. And it's going to inform affirm your inner masculine's decision on how to proceed forward in those relationships with that contract. Okay? But you have to be the one, as the queen that you are, sit on that throne, crown yourself, because the information that uniquely pertains to you is available to you. And you have to decide here to use it, so you can understand. I don't care if you have no friends right now, if you're not dating anyone, if you're not in a relationship, if you don't know what's next in terms of your contractual agreements, you're going to be able to decide with confidence and conviction when you tap into these celestial codes that tell you the kind of queen that you are and how to rule. Who, in terms of an advisor, do you need by your side? Be that a partner here, a masculine, all right? Be that friendships, be that in your professional endeavors here. Who are the kind of people that you need by your side? Yeah. The Tower and the Eight of Cups. There's a major, I'm hearing it as reality check, that is happening for you in your relationships, in your partnerships. This is personal and professional, I'm hearing. We have the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles also at the bottom here. So it's telling me that this is in matters of the heart, personal relationships, and it's in matters of professional life. It's in matters of your finances, of your material wealth resources. Some of you, I'm also getting, your money is changing. The wheel is turning, wants to turn in your favor here. But you've got to be, I'm hearing a bit ruthless actually. Divine demands it. The universe, God with judgment here, your angels, your guides, your spirit, your soul is asking you for this. In order to really have an emotionally fulfilling life, in order to be in your pleasures, in your feminine, and as the queen that you are. But I was going to say here that some of you are really also needing to claim that which you do desire, materially speaking. That which you do desire for your earthly experience, your lifestyle. And that's also, I mean, what's meant for you, right? That which you desire, it is a portal. It is a reflection of God, of your soul. And it is a part of the agreement that your soul has made with God, with the universe, for your experience as a woman, as a feminine here on this earth. You desire luxury. You like these expensive things that are quality, materially speaking. You resonate with having a lot of money, building your wealth up here in large quantities because it's meant for you. It's written in the stars. I promise you that you can see that through your astrology. I'm telling you right now that you can. Your astrology is a compass for you. On your throne is the queen that you are. I'm telling you. We have the Knight of Cups. I see this as a gift. I'm hearing a gift from divine, I'm hearing Christ-like energy here. This is very interesting. You know, I've studied cardology, if you've heard of that, in the past years, and it's very much linked to, connected to the astrology and the tarot. And so the Knight of Cups in the tarot is linked to the card in cardology, which is the Jack of Hearts. And it's connected to, it's described as that the archetype of that card, of that energy, is Christ-like energy. It is philanthropy energy once again here. But I'm seeing it as this being gifted to you. Someone or God, the divine, is wanting to be a philanthropist to you, to give you what you are desiring here, what you need here, all right? And you may have been with Strength and the Moon wondering or feeling like you have to be strong and carry on forward, even in terms of building and creating that which you want in the material, but still a bit not sure with the moon, like some information is hidden from you about how to actualize this, okay? And I do see that it is connected, as I said, to what you desire in the material with the Four of Pentacles. But there's something about what's blocking that is, I'm hearing particular relationships. Maybe you're not even necessarily in these connections anymore, as I said before, for some of you, but you are, it's been a habit, a cycle here is what I'm hearing, that is ready to come to its end. And the way in which that can happen and solidify and be sustained, I'm hearing like order in the court, like as the queen, you make the judgment that this is, it's like a law I'm hearing that you as the queen say for your kingdom, aka your life, that from now on, it's only this kind of a person or opportunity that you say yes to having in your life. And again, you need to, it's when you do that, by the way, that this desire of yours for your material reality, lifestyle experience, divine, God, or some person that God sends gives that to you, supports you in having that, all right? And yeah, we have the Hierophant. This is divine. This is divine. This is God, all right? This energy. It's also Taurus energy here. And it is also linked to, connected to marriage. So it could be, as we have a divine masculine, we have someone who wants to give to you from the heart space. We have the Two of Cups, which is partnership here. It could be a divine masculine that you're desiring. So for some of you, these personal relationships and contractual agreements, which the Hierophant also represents, a contractual agreement that is marriage. It could be that you're desiring this, but you are closing out this cycle here and wondering how in which you shift your discernment, shift your up level, your ability, capacity to be a bit ruthless as the queen that you are in your relationships, your personal relationships, in your dating. You're going to find this unique approach in your 7th house, in your 8th house, in your Venus placement, in your 11th house. You're going to find this. All right. This message is coming to a close, I'm hearing. Let's see if there's anything else here from the Goddess Tarot. Or if this just wants to all be affirmed, what it is that I have said. Oh my gosh. The Empress is here. Venus, Taurus energy. I can't make it up. God, divine, and Venus want you on your throne as the queen that you are, but aware of the kind of queen that you are meant to be. I'm telling you. And divine will support you in being that, I promise. Once you identify it, all right, and you sit on that seat to operate as that queen, everything that you desire is going to show up at your feet like the Empress here. You're going to experience an abundance of it and in such an effortless flow. All right. Wrapping up this message with the water oracle here. Yeah, this card in this deck is like the Empress card, the Healing Lagoon. My gosh, it says rejuvenation, replenishment, time to heal, inner pause. All right. My goodness, like, I can't make it up. You have to get really rooted, connected here, anchored in yourself. What's available to you, through you, in your inner blueprint. And you can start with here the Celestial Code to identify that a bit, which is in the description box below. It is a 3-hour architectural blueprint that I have personally used and then created as this recorded masterclass for you to use to tap into the magnetic power of your inner feminine, aka your type of queenship, the type of queen that you are, in order to master your personal relationships and your professional as well. So I will see you in the next Venus message.